Sanskrit, in English, sensual attraction and relationship. So sensual attraction or relationship. Two types. Sensual attraction is called Kamrupa and relationship is called Samandarupa. So we'll discuss this part. Just we have to just focus what is going on, otherwise we'll forget. So Vidhi Bhakti have completed. Now Raganu Bhakti is to read it, two types, sensual attraction and relationship. So yesterday we read in general what is Raganuga Bhakti. Today we'll read sensual attraction and relationship. In sensual attraction, in Sanskrit, Kamrupa, looks like calm. In ordinary sense, it looks like calm. And Samandarupa, relationship. Just to go to the book, sensual attraction like gopis, looks like calm. And Samandarupa is like Nanda Jashoda, relation, my son. Both are in this. So I hope you are able to see the screen. Can you see the screen?
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay. Now, can you see Nectarization book?
Yes, Maharaj.
Now, sensual attraction we read. And then we will read relationship. Sensual attraction, we already discussed that gopis. This extreme desire to serve the, here also today in the question paper, Kam, Prem. So correct answer was Kam, but Prem also. So it is not that Prem is wrong. So mainly in this connection, Prabhupada explained what is here the Kam Rupa, that is not the material Kam. Why people cannot understand how it is possible? That is why Rupa Goswami gave this word last. This extreme desire to serve the Lord is manifest in the transcendental land of Braj. And it is specifically manifested among the gopis. Specifically manifested in the gopis, not other. The gopis' love for Krishna is so elevated that for our understanding, it's sometimes explained as being lusty desire. In ordinary sense, we cannot understand how it is possible. So to make us understand, so Rupa Goswami has given this word lusty desire, Kam Rupa. Looks like Kam. The author of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Kaviraj Goswami, Krishna Kaviraj, has explained the distinction between the lusty desire and the service attitude in this statement. I hope you have memorized that verse, a very famous verse. Everybody should memorize in Bengali. What is that? Atma Indriya Pritivancha, Tare Boli Kam. Atma Indriya Pritivancha, Tare Boli Kam. My sense gratification, Kam. Krishna Indriya Priti Ichha, Dhare Prem. When that desire to serve Krishna, there is called Prem. Only this is the difference. Lusty desire refers to the desire to gratify one's personal senses, and transcendental desire, Prem, refers to the desire for serving senses of love, the Lord. In the material world, there is no such thing as a lover's wanting to please the sense of his beloved. Why material people cannot understand? Because material there is not possible. There is no conception like that. That lovers wanting to please the sense of the beloved, they cannot think about it. They think it is for my sense gratification. Actually, in the material world, everyone wants mainly to gratify his own personal senses. The gopis, however, wanted nothing at all but to gratify the senses of the Lord. And there is no instance of this in the material world. Therefore, the gopis' static love for Krishna is sometimes described by scholars as being like the last desire of the material world. But actually, this should not be taken as a literal fact. Though it is a lusty desire, but we should not think this lusty desire like material lusty desire. It is simply a way of trying to understand the transcendental situation. Now question may come, how we can understand? Yes. We can understand with some examples. We will not understand, but we can some logic. How it is possible? Here Prabhupada has given a nice example. Great devotee up to the standard of Uddhav are very dear friends of Lord, and they desire to follow the footsteps of the gopis. If gopis, so the gopis' love for Krishna is certainly not materialistic desire. It is materialistic desire. Otherwise, how could Uddhav aspire to follow their footsteps? Uddhav is a great devotee. Why is aspiring to follow in their footsteps? With that, we can understand their desire was not their last desire. Another instance in Lord Chaitanya himself. After accepting the sannyasa, he was very, very strict about avoiding association with women. But still, he taught that there is no better method of worshipping Krishna than that conceived by the gopis. Thus, the gopis' method of worshipping the Lord, as if impelled by lust desire, was praised very highly, even by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was praising gopis' love, how it became lust desire. This very fact means that although the attraction of the gopis for Krishna appears to be lasting, it is not in the least big material. Unless one is fully situated in the transcendental position, the relationship of the gopis with Krishna is very difficult to understand. And make me understand, no, it is not possible. Unless one fully situated in transcendental position, otherwise he cannot understand. If a class 1 or 2 boy says, okay, make me understand how a cube minus b cube is equal to a minus b whole cube minus thrice ab into a minus b. Make me understand. Will you understand? No. You should be educated. Then you will understand. But because it appears to be just like ordinary dealings of young boys and girls, it is sometimes misinterpreted to be like the ordinary sex desire of the material world. Okay, I can give another simple example. If in your book there is mathematics, 2 minus 3, your 1 year, class 1, class 2 younger brother will say, oh, there is a mistake. Can we make him understand it is not mistake 2 minus 3? He will challenge, how I can steal 3 mangoes from 2 mangoes? Can you make him understand? He can give logic. How I can steal 3 mango from 2 mango. If there's 2 mango, how can you take 3? If you know 1,000 rupees, how I can steal from you 2,000 rupees? How will make him understand? It's not possible. You can tell him, eat another mango, become grown up, eat more mango, you'll be grown up, then you'll understand. Unfortunately, persons who cannot understand the transcendental nature of the loving affairs of the gopis and Krishna take it for granted that Krishna's loving affairs with the gopis are mundane transactions, and therefore they sometimes indulge the painting licentious pictures in some modernistic style. Actually, it is very difficult to understand. Before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, nobody could understand. That is Vasubhasha. যদি গৌর না হইতো তবে if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would have come, would have make us understand Radharo Mahima Prema Rashashi. The way Radharani love, that is the best. Jagote Janato ki. Who would have taught this whole world? বড় যজুবতী ভাবের ভকতি সকতি হইত কার বড় যজুবতী the cowherd themselves calves are the best devotee সকতি হইত কার who could have understand they are the best devotees. Now who can understand? Who can understand? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never wrote any book. How you understand? That is why Srila Prabhupada said, Narottam Das Thakur wrote, Rupa Raghunatha Pada Hoibe Akuti Kobeham Bujo Boshe Jugulapriti. Jugulapriti, loving affairs between Radha and Krishna, only to understand if we read the scripture written by Rupa and Sanatana. How? Why? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught them. And Rupa and Sanatana Goswamis, they wrote in their book. So if we want to understand the loving affairs of Radha Krishna, if we don't read their book, we will not understand. Rupa Raghunath Hoiga Akuti. Akuti means intense desire for understanding the teachings of Goswamis. Fortunately, Srila Prabhupada has explained in his books, summarized all Goswami's books in his writings. We are so fortunate. On the other hand, the lusty desire of Kubja is described by the learned scholars as being almost lusty desire. He's got almost lusty desire. Not full life. Here, lusty desire means prem. Here, it is not that type of prem. It's almost. Kubja was not pure lusty desire. So almost. Kubja was a Hans-black woman who also wanted Krishna with a great ecstatic love. But her desire for Krishna was almost mundane. And so her love cannot be compared to the love of gopis. Her loving affection for Krishna is called Kam Pray. That is not Kam Rupa. Pray. I think it is clear. This all lusty desire is called Kam Rupa. Looks like Kam. But Kubja is not Kamrupa, almost lasting. Almost, that is pray. Pray means almost. Sanskrit word, pray means almost. Kam pray means almost lasting. Almost like the gopis love for Krishna. So Kamrupa, Kam pray, and Sambandha, relationship. Now, next topic is Sambandha, relationship. So two, Raganuga Bhakti, Kamrupa, and Sambandha. Now, Sambandha. Sambandha, the 15 and 16 chapter, both are the same topic. 15 and 16 are Raganuga Bhakti. So, in 15 chapter, Kamrupa, and 16 chapter, relationship. And Athat Sambandha Rupa. In the attitude of the denizens of Vrindavan, such as Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda, to found the ideal transcendental concept of being the father and mother of Krishna, the original personality of God. Actually, no one can become the father or mother of Krishna, but a devotee's possession of such transcendental feelings is called love of Krishna in a parental relationship. Nobody can become father of Krishna, but they are thinking we are father. Relationship, Sambandha. The Brishnis. Brishni is the dynasty. The Brishnis means Krishna's relatives at Dwarka. Is also felt like that. Krishna is our relative. So spontaneous love of Krishna is the parental relationship is found both among those denizens of Dwarka who belong to the dynasty of Krishna and among the inhabitants of Vrindavan. Spontaneous love of Krishna as exhibited by the Vrishnis and the denizens of Vrindavan is eternally existing in them. In the stage of devotional service, where regulatory principles are followed, there is no necessity of discussing this love, for it must develop of itself at a more advanced stage. Now, we're reading about Raganuga Bhakti. So, what is eligibility for a spontaneous devotional service? Who can develop? Persons desiring to follow the footsteps of such eternal devotees of the Lord, as the Vrishnis and Vrindavan denizens are called Raganuga devotees, which means that they are trying to attain the perfection of those devotees. So we got nice definition again, Raganuga Bhakti, and example of Raganuga. The persons desiring to follow the footsteps of eternal devotees, like Vishnis and Vrindavan denizens, they are called Raganuga Bhaktis. So, my question is that those who want to follow the footsteps of Vishnis and Vrindavan denizens, they are Raganuga Bhaktis. Then, but Vishnis and Vrindavan denizens, they are not devotee. So, what type of devotee are they? Who can give the answer? Please raise hand. Those who follow the denizens of Vrindavan and Vishnis, those who want to follow the footsteps, they are Raganuga. But then who are they then? Denizens of Dwarka and Vrindavan, Vishnis, they are what type of devotee? They are not Raganuga. What type of devotee are they? Who can give the answer? Okay. Ishwari.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, they are Ragatmika devotees.
Yes. They are Ragatmika. Ragatmika. Eternal associate of Lord, they are Ragatmika. The Atma is Rag. Rag means spontaneous attachment. It is already there. They have not to follow anybody. They spontaneously. They Rag Atma. And those who want to follow them, they are Raga. So these two are sometimes confess. Try to remember. Ragatmika, Rag Anuma. This Raganuga devotees do not follow the regulatory principles of devotional service very strictly. But by spontaneous nature, they become attracted to some of the eternal devotees, such as Nanda or Jashoda. And they try to follow in their footsteps spontaneously. This is a gradual development of the ambition to become like a particular devotee. And this activity is called Raganuga. We must always remember, however, that such eagerness to follow in the footsteps of the denizens of Braja, Vrindavan, is not possible unless one is freed from material contamination. Eligibility. We are discussing about eligibility. What is eligibility? First eligibility, we should free from material contamination. In following the regular principles of devotional service, there is a stage called Anartha Nibritti. How many stages? There are 9 stages. Sadhu, Shraddha, Tata Sadhusanga, Tata Bhajanukta, Anartha Nibritti. 4th stage. Anartha Nibritti. Nibritti means stop. Anartha means golap life. Means anartha means unwanted thing which stops we achieve the goal of the life. And that will nibritti, anartha nibritti, which means the disappearance of the all material contamination. So anartha means contamination, material contamination. Sometimes someone is found imitating some devotional law, but actually he is not freed from anarthas or unwanted habits. It has been seen that a so-called devotee proclaims himself a follower of Nanda, Jashoda, or the gopis, while at the same time his abominable attraction for mundane sex life is visible. Such the manifestation of divine love is mere imitation and has no value. When one is actually spontaneously attracted to the loving principles of devotees, there will be found no trace of any mundane contamination in his character. Therefore, in the beginning, everyone should strictly follow the revealed principles of devotional service, according to the injunctions of the scriptures and the spiritual master. Only after the stage of liberation from material contamination can one actually aspire to follow in the footsteps of the devotees in the life. It is said by Sri Goswami, when one is actually liberated from the material contamination, you can always remember an eternal devotee in Vrindavan in order to love Krishna in the same capacity. And developing such an aptitude, one will always live in Vrindavan, even within his mind. The purpose is that If it is possible, one should go and physically represent Brajabhumi Vrindavan and be engaged always in service of the Lord, following the devotees in Brajadham, the spiritual realm of Braj. If it is not possible, however, to physically present at Vrindavan, one can meditate anywhere upon living in that situation. Wherever he may be, one must always think about life in Brajadham and about following the footsteps of a particular devotee in the service of the Lord. A devotee who is actually advanced in Krishna consciousness, who is constantly engaged in devotional service, should not manifest himself, even though he has attained perfection. The idea is that he should always continue to act as a neophyte devotee as long as his material body is there. Activities in devotional service under regulated principles must be followed even by the devotee. But when he realizes his actual position in relationship with Lord, he can, along with the discharging of regulated principles, think within himself of serving the Lord under the guidance of a particular associate of the Lord and develop his transcendental sentiments in following their associate. I think it's clear. So gradually, subject matter will become deeper and deeper. Okay, thank you very much to allow me to read. Okay, Ishwari.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam Maharaj. Maharaj, you've explained very nicely. Thank you so much. I just wanted to understand if I've got this correctly, that sadhana bhakti, that is devotional service and practice, is of two types, Vaidhi Bhakti and Raganuga Bhakti. So, Vaidhi Bhakti means when we are following the rules and regulations under the instruction of spiritual master. So, Raganuga Bhakti, but Raganuga Bhakti cannot be attained by any kind of practice like Vaidhi Bhakti. So, when we are doing Vaidhi Bhakti, that will only gradually lead us to Raganuga Bhakti.
By Vaidhi Bhakti practicing gradually come, but that is in Vaidhi Bhakti stage we will not understand. Through Vaidhi Bhakti we will go there, but in Vaidhi Bhakti stage we will not understand. Through Vaidhi Bhakti we will go there, but until you are Vaidhi Bhakti, that time we can understand. But through Vaidhi Bhakti we will reach there.
Is there any other means to reach Raganuga where we can understand? Or no, through Vaidhi Bhakti only?
Now, here what is mentioned? Qualification, free from contamination.
Free from material
How
contamination.
free from contamination? Without bhakti?
No.
That is,
Okay.
that free from contamination, the sadhana bhakti.
That is practice and under the instructions of spiritual master, rules and regulations. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Lekha Mataji.
हरे कृष्णा परम पूज्य गुरु महाराज जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम प्लीज एक्सेप्ट माय हम्बल ओबेइसेंस महाराज मेरा ये क्वेश्चन है कि मतलब Maharaj, my question is that when we are doing preaching, so first we should become very well versed in the Siddhant and of course having a very good sadhana, or we should start preaching as soon as our sadhana is up to the mark, and gradually we will learn Siddhant. Which of the two is better?
Gradually, nobody can declare, I learned everything, then I will go for teaching. So gradually, and what I am not practicing, we should not tell that. I am struggling for 16 rounds and giving lecture. Everybody should chant like Haridas Thakur, 192 rounds. Don't tell that. You can preach. You can, oh, everybody should chant at least minimum few rounds, if possible 16 rounds, Prabhupada want. There's no harm in telling them.
Okay, Maharaj, thank you so much, Maharaj. Maharaj, like last question, Maharaj, should we plan for our future, like in terms of spiritual life? But many a times I feel that I spend most of the time in planning, but I have failed in execution. And isn't it that Krishna will plan for us, and our planning will eventually fail only because it is imperfect?
Both, like our plan should get into the train and train will take us to destination. So at least we have to plan to get into the train. Then train will take us to destination. It is not that train will come in my home and take me. You cannot expect that. Oh, I bought train ticket. So railway people will come and pick me up from my home and send me there. We cannot expect that much. Okay.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah. Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandvat Pranam, Jai Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. So Maharaj, like here it was mentioned that to practice Raganuga Bhakti, we have to be free from material contamination, and then only we can think about following any Brajvasi, like in that mood to practice Raganuga Bhakti. But in the next paragraph, it was mentioned that we should aspire to live in Vrindavan if possible physically. So is that after we free from material contamination, or we can aspire to live in Vrindavan even at the Vedhi stage?
After free from, other will, after going there will create disturbance.
Yeah.
If we go, then we will create disturbance. After going there, we will try to purchase some land, making multi, how much we can earn money. Okay, this time I will not go to Vrindavan, this time I can earn some money, next time I will go. So, so many,
Right.
newer idea will come.
Yeah. So first we should get free and then should aspire to reside in Vrindavan.
Chaitanya, Jagadananda Pandit wanted to go Vrindavan. Mahaprabhu, only for visiting Vrindavan. Mahaprabhu didn't. He repeatedly request. Other devotee request. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave part. Okay, you can go, but don't stay longer. Don't fight for the Vrindavan Bashis. And stay only with Rup Sanatan. This condition. But now if we go, we'll purchase some land and we think I am also Brajavashi. What is the difference between him and me? So what is the use of going with that type of attitude? If we go Vrindavan, we will remain under the tree. Why in a house? Why am I going to Vrindavan? If we go Vrindavan, we stay under a tree. If we want to be that comfortable thing, why I want to go Vrindavan?
Yes. Thank you, Maharaj.
Prabhupada, Nectar Devotion, go.